Let's talk about this spring so far. What it's been like for you the last few weeks.
Oh yeah, the spring has been great. It's been a lot of competition. We got great guys on both sides of the ball, so it's been good. It's just been fun to get out here and just play with all the guys.
Are you competing out there with the expectation that you could win this job come the fall?
I'm just going out every day, just trying to get better. I'm not thinking about all that stuff. Just trying to get better each and every day. Just trying to be the best teammate I can, and that's about it.
How valuable are these reps for you? Getting in there, you're getting a lot of them.
Oh yeah, it's been big because I'm a guy that has to go out there and do things. So getting all these reps has been helping me learn the offense and just see different looks to everything I'm doing and just coming up with ways just to play faster and things like that.
What's the transition been like from high school to college, athletically, but also academically, socially, all that?
Yeah, it's been. I wouldn't say it's been hard. It's been good. I would just say like managing time. I feel like you got a little more time because I'm not in school for 8 hours of the day and then I practice the next 2. So I have a little more time. But it's been a good transition. It's all about business. So.
What really stood out to you about Auburn and the staff, during your recruitment?
I just think they're all great people. A lot of people say that the school is going to change when you get here, but I feel like the people haven't changed at all. They're the same people that recruited me, and that's what I love about them. So.
You and Alvin and a bunch of these guys got really close here in the process, and I see you guys all the time together. How important has that been to have that bond and have those guys here this spring?
Oh yeah, most definitely. So we got a lot of the freshman class here early. It's just build team chemistry. We're gonna play faster together. And if you like the guys you're playing with, you're gonna want to play for them. You're gonna want to play with them, but you're gonna play harder for them.
What's your evaluation of the receivers you're working with?
They different. That's all I got to say. The receiver room. Those guys different. They make it easy. You just get the ball to them. I could throw a little screen to them guys. That's 60 passing yards for me that quick. So I love playing with those guys. They're different.
That group of receivers, did that play a role in choosing Auburn?
Yes, sir. Most definitely. You always want to go somewhere where you're gonna have guys to get the ball to, weapons to hand it off, guys up front to block for you. We got all those guys. I feel like so. That definitely played a role in me coming here.
What's it been like working with Jackson and that quarterback room and learning from him?
It's been great. Jackson, he's super smart. I feel like he's another coach on the field for me. I call Jackson late at night if we just looking over a script or something, ask him a question. He had an answer for me. So it's like another coach on the field. And then he's just a cool guy. Jackson playing around a lot. He's something similar like me.
He talked, I think, if I remember correctly, how quickly you've picked everything up. Have you surprised yourself in how quickly you've been able to grasp what you're grasping?
I wouldn't say it's surprising because, I came here to play football. It's about business, but all the coaches, they make it kind of easy to pick things up. We're watching tape. We're going over this before practice, before the day of practice, the morning of practice. So, if I don't pick it up, I feel like it was my fault because they're doing everything for me.
So much mental work you guys did before spring. How beneficial was that to help in that process?
Yes, sir. It was great. Most of the stuff we're doing now, we were doing it in the winter. So, like I said, if I don't pick this stuff up, it's my fault because they're doing everything for me to teach me the information and things like that.
Coach Freeze said he was surprised by some of the things you're doing. Maybe not necessarily how you're picking things up, but just like you're surprised by some of the things that you're doing. Maybe that you're further along than they thought you would be. Have they talked to you about that? About maybe, hey, you're doing things that maybe they weren't sure that you'd be ready to do yet?
Not necessarily. Coaches, they always will tell you, well, not always, but they go around, they tell me that I'm doing a great job, so that's good, but yeah, that's about it.
Just talk about Sam. What have you seen from him this spring? Because we've heard a lot of good things about him.
Yeah, Sam, I think he's going to be a dude, he's always in the facility working out, just putting in work. He like to say, I work the work, and that's definitely what he's doing, and you can see it in the little clips that Auburn football be posting, because that's what you're going to get out of the work.
What about your skill set makes it a good match for this offense?
Coach Freeze, he like to take a lot of shots. That's all I can say. I feel like I had an arm to do that, and You know, Coach Freeze, he like to let his quarterback play free, and he like his quarterback to have a lot of confidence. And I feel like I have those things.
I know you and Jackson both can run the football too. You don't get a chance to do much of that in spring. Do you feel like that's an added benefit once you guys get into the season, that the running ability that you can bring to the table?
Yes, sir, most definitely, because you know we have all the weapons outside. We have the running back room, the O-line to do all those things, and then that's just another tool for us, like to have your quarterbacks to be able to tote the rock.
What does a guy like Eric Singleton bring to the table? I mean, just all we've heard about him is just how fast he is.
Yeah, he different. You know, he fast. Like I said, get the ball to him and just watch what happens. You know, he brings a lot, and you can do a lot of different things with him. So that's about it.
What's been the most important thing for you learning Freeze's offense? What would you say are kind of the pillars that you're looking to hit on this spring?
Just learning how to get myself protected and things like that. You know, it's a lot of different things that you're gonna see in college defenses. So yeah, that's it.
With Singleton and Cam and Malcolm and these other guys, as a quarterback, does that free you up knowing that you're going to be able to get a one-on-one shot somewhere across the field?
Yeah, it does. You know, you look out there, you see Cam Coleman pressed up. You know, you get a little smile on your face because you're like, I already know that if I throw this ball up, 9 times out of 10, Cam Coleman will come down with it. So, and even the other guys, you know, Perry, Horatio, they jump ball guys. You know. Just getting the ball to guys like Malcolm, Bryson, and Eric, you know, it put a little weight off your shoulders. You just got to get the ball to them and let them work.
How's your relationship with your offensive line?
It's good, you know. All those guys are great. Braden Jordan, Dylan Wade. I talk to all of those guys every day, and I feel like, that's a good room right there.
Just going back to the recruiting process, how kind of stressful was that fall? Obviously, change, you flipped to Auburn, and then other schools are still coming after you all the way until signing day. What was that process kind of like for you?
Yeah, it was different, you know, just kind of going through it again, like all the visits, all the conversations with coaches and stuff. It was stressful trying to decide to pick a school, but you know, I feel like this is the best place for me playing the SEC, playing under Coach Freeze, a guy who lets his quarterbacks just play free, play with a lot of confidence and things like that. And with these people, with the weapons we have, I feel like this is just ultimately the best decision.